Now we turn to more breaking news out of Maine, where multiple people have been shot. Our own Bill Melugin, he is joining us with more. Bill, I'm hearing as many as 10 to 15 to 16 people could have been shot here. What's going on?
Yeah, Sean, this is sounding very significant according to these initial reports. This apparently happened in Lewiston, Maine. That's about 35 miles north of Portland. The local sheriff's office out there posting on Facebook that they are responding to, quote, 2 active shooter events. We don't know if that means 2 shooters or 2 different locations, but they have released photos of one of the gunmen they're looking for right now. If we can pull that photo up right now, this appears to be taken from surveillance footage inside some sort of a bowling alley. We're hearing there were shootings potentially at multiple locations. You can see a man armed with some kind of a rifle there, obviously aiming that rifle. We don't know how many people were shot or potentially injured at this location here, but the sheriff's office saying they are actively searching for this man. It is an active manhunt. They are advising local businesses to lock down, close their doors, advising people in the area to shelter in place. A local hospital out there, the Central Maine Medical Center, posting on social media that they are responding to a, quote, mass casualty, mass shooter event. They did not specify, however, though, any specifics on how many casualties we're talking. Sean, I have seen those reports on social media, a significant number of people shot. We don't want to put a number on it yet, but yes, this does appear to be a fairly significant shooting that has taken place in Maine, so much so the Maine governor has put out a statement saying she is aware of what's happening, has been briefed on it, is urging people to listen to local law enforcement. But the headline right now, I think, is, you got a hospital responding to a, quote, mass casualty incident. You've got the sheriff's department saying that they've got 2 active shooter events. Again, we don't know if that means multiple locations or multiple shooters. You got the governor advising people to stay indoors, listen to law enforcement, and that suspect, that gunman that you're seeing on the left side of the screen right now, is still at large. Both the sheriff's office and Lewiston police calling this an active manhunt. Again, if you're just tuning in, this in Lewiston, Maine, about 35 miles north of the Portland area. Again, this is surveillance footage that was released, and I apologize if I mispronounce this, the Androscoggin County Sheriff's Office saying they are looking for this guy, again, advising everybody to shelter in place and that they are responding to an active shooter, 2 active shooter incidents. We're seeing reports online that there may have been shootings at multiple locations. Again, this location appears to be a bowling alley. In some of the photos, you can see some of the bowling balls off to the left. It looks like they got, Halloween decorations up, some spider webs in the windows there, perhaps families out there bowling. You can see some of the bowling balls there, some of the lockers. Again, we do not have a hard number or a confirmed number on the amount of injuries, but based off what we're hearing from law enforcement, from the governor, from police, and from the hospital systems out there, this is a live look at one of those hospitals. It does appear that there are going to be multiple casualties. You can see doctors out in the parking lot right now. We do not have any confirmed numbers in terms of fatalities, let alone how many people were shot or are being treated right now, but we know multiple hospitals are responding to this, and anytime you hear the word mass casualty incident, that is never a good sign, Sean. So unfortunately, that's all we got right now. Obviously, with these mass shooting incidents, details can be murky as we wait for new information to come in. Sometimes initial reports can be inaccurate, but everything we've just talked to you about is coming straight from law enforcement, straight from hospitals, and straight from the governor of Maine out there. So more details as they come into our newsroom, Sean.
All right, Bill, and I'm checking a lot of other news sources, and the number seems to have settled on 16. Preliminary numbers, we are working to confirm that, and I urge people to please listen to law enforcement. We'll get back to you all throughout this hour. Stand by. Bill Melugin, thank you for that report. We appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.